Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
With the divine,
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Lakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, we offer our humble obeisance, our humble pranam at the divine lotus feet, all the viewers across the world, wishing an auspicious Suprabhatam, good morning to all this morning. For those of you tuning in to the first time to Kailasa's Nithyananda TV, welcome to the official TV channel for Sri Kailasa, the only and greatest Hindu nation in the world. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam is the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened civilization, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness has made science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities for humanity. Sovereign Order of Sri Kailasa, led by His Divine Holiness and Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora, are working for global peace and to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, with extended campuses in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading, and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and the 64 sacred arts and sciences like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu. His Divine Holiness is the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Peetham and present Emperor of Suryavamsha Surangi Samrajyam. His Divine Holiness has survived the worst persecutions of many assassination SN Kailasa's Nithyananda YouTube channel. Spread the message of Sri Kailasa. Share the Satsang. Let's enrich and enrich. In Hinduism, we recognize the happening of incarnation on planet Earth. Every few thousands of years, the superconscious energy decides to manifest in physical plane and relate with all of us to give the breakthrough which is needed at this time. This happened with all developing language for the first time. Paramashiva manifested on planet Earth in order to lead life at the time to next evolutionary breakthrough. Today, there are millions that recognize the Paramashivam, whom we fondly refer as Swamiji. He manifested his grand Leela of his life for each and every one of us to be a part, to have the superconscious breakthrough. Swamiji has taken this physical form and come down to from Kailasa and spread the message of Sri Kailasa. we invite all the viewers to share this link with all on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the other social media platforms. As we continue in the Satsang introduction and get prepared by Swamiji Satsang.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्।
Swamiji beautifully tells us, please understand, the only practice which can destroy the self-doubt, understand how much ever completion you try to do, you will suspect, you will, you will suspect, you will have a doubt to complete with your self-doubt. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says beautifully, if somebody is possessed by a ghost, you can throw sesame seeds on them and throw the ghost away. But if the ghost enters inside the sesame seed, how will you drive the ghost using the sesame seed? He is sitting inside the sesame seed. The sesame seed inside the sesame seed. So if you have any incompletion, you can do the completion process and complete it. Get rid of it. Get rid of the incompletion. But self-doubt is such the doubt in the very completion process that completion is going to remove the incompletion. I tell you, the one and only way to get rid of the self doubt is enrich. Enrich others. Enriching is not marketing. Enriching is not converting. Because converting others, the result is external. Marketing is the result is external. For the sake of the results are inside. Over the last 7 months, Swamiji has been continuously guiding Kailashians through the perilous time which we are living in. The coronavirus pandemic has claimed almost 20 million lives, with 700 all over the world have million people all over the world are suffering due to severe hunger. The world is the world is facing a crisis of deep insecurity about health, worries about the uncertain future, be it one of one's job or children's education or the global economy or social structure. Turning on to the local news or national news is only bringing us heartbreaking news, making us aware of the chaos occurring in all directions. There is an overwhelming number of people who are facing depression and deciding to commit suicide. Just in the country of Nepal, during the first 74 days of lockdown, 1,200 people committed suicide. This is far more than the number of people who died from being infected with coronavirus. In a recently published opinion piece in Time magazine, UN Secretary General Antonio stressed the cumulative impact of stress, grief, and anxiety. Unless we act now to address the mental health needs associated with the pandemic, there will be enormous long term consequences for families, communities, and societies. The United Nations has urged governments around the world to take the mental health consequences seriously and ensure widespread availability of mental health support. Dr. Patsonis, a neurologist from Switzerland, hopes for change. He would like to see more investments on healthcare facilities and in healthcare itself. The way we have fewer medical errors, fewer issues in hospitals, less stress in pandemic. He added, I'm wondering myself if this corona period is a big alarm. We wake up a wake up call to invest in human capacity.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्।
In Hindu scriptures, the time that we are living in currently was foretold centuries ago in countless scriptures, including the Agamas and Puranas. The Puranas is a compilation of all the historical, universal happenings brought together by Vyasa, a sage who lived many times over the course of centuries upon centuries. In Kurma Purana, sage Vyasa echoes the Rishi's declaration. This Kali Yuga is the worst of the four yugas, ages, in all the worlds. The only place which is free from such sins is the great sacred city of Varanasi, the Mahapuri itself. In the same Kurma Purana, Vyasa continues their undeniable truths, which is Vyasa said in the in Treta Yuga, the path is the sacred knowledge, jnana. In the Dwapara Yuga, only the performance. Indeed, Brahma is the presiding divinity for Krita Yuga. In the Treta Yuga, the presiding divinity is Rudra, Lord Maheshwara himself. In this verse, Vyasa explains to the deity who lead us through the time. Specifically, he mentioned that Paramashiva is the avatar who is presiding deity for the Kali Yuga. Paramashiva manifests just in order to guide us through as destruction parades across the nations. The happening of the incarnation of Paramashiva is more
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्।
as Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism the world to protect ourselves during this time and use this time to consciously build ourselves and have a superconscious breakthrough. Paramashivoham Level 2 program is another initiative Swamiji has started for the same purpose. Over 5,000 people have attended this 16-day program until today and benefited. The global Akhanda meditation, prayer, and spiritual healing through unclutching. Over 4 million minutes have been recorded in less than 100 days. Just to put things in perspective, 4 million minutes is equivalent to one person sitting for 7.6 years and unclutching continuously without even a single break. Swamiji has blessed that the power of joining this global movement is such that if you participate by just sitting for 1 hour every day, along with hundreds of others during this yajna, you will experience the same benefit of 7.6 years of unclutching. Another breakthrough program that Swamiji launched is Paramashivoham, a unique program during the 4 month Chaturmasya period to do digital Shastra Dhyana, studying the scriptures. Swamiji reveals the divine message from Paramashiva every day at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Tuning into the live satsang every day is the perfect way to spiritually align yourself again and again on Kailasa's Nithyananda YouTube channel. Let's now understand the divine guidance that Swamiji has been giving.
Direct message from Paramashiva, from Kailasa. Listen.
Do you want to clear your nose or what will you do?
What is happening as on now in planet Earth is Pralaya. Not physical deluge as it used to happen earlier. It is not flood of water like tsunami or huge waves from ocean and ocean entering into the land. It's not flood of water, that kind of deluge. It is flood of consciousness. Understand? Due to this huge consciousness entering, because of the time for superconscious breakthrough, this conscious flood, all the delusion-based systems are just going to melt down. Understand? I'm repeating every statement because now it is time for superconscious breakthrough. Huge conscious flood is happening on the planet Earth, humanity. Due to this conscious flood, all the delusion-based systems are melting down. Lies, false promises, hopes, false insecurities, false identities. But now, because the delusion is melting down, many of your false hopes are melting down. Many of your false security feeling is melting down. Many of your false hopes are melting down. Many of the social contracts between you and the society, you and the nation, you and the literally world, you and the world is all melting down. Understand? When all your lies are forcibly removed from you, all your falsehoods are forcibly removed from you, all your hopes and false hopes are forcibly removed from you, when all your dreams are forcibly removed from you, when you are really made to see everything around you is melting down, you feel like literally you are melting down. That is what I am saying as pandemic fatigue. Pandemic fatigue is not just physical level. People are seeing in front of their eyes everything just melting down. Usually the world changes maybe 50 years. You always feel 50 years before world was like that. Now world is like, people who are around 60, 70, they only think kind of, wow, world was like that. Now world is. But this time, whatever kind of a changes happen, good, bad, right, wrong, in 50 years, is happening in 50 days. Multiple things which you really thought are almost like eternal is just melting down. In my vision, I saw very clearly what is coming. Please, Satsang, I know this great pralaya is going to happen in 2020. From 2012, I started preparing people consciously to have a superconscious breakthrough, to see through this pralaya, have a superconscious breakthrough. Unfortunately, humanity did not let me live. Neither human beings allowed me to live peacefully, nor they allowed me even to live. So I was forced to withdraw from humanity. But I tell you, I am absolutely committed to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Whoever is ready to listen to me, I am here to protect, save. Anyone who recognizes my identity, who recognizes me, I am here to save, protect you from this great pralaya and give you superconscious breakthrough. I am here who recognizes my identity as Paramashiva. Whoever recognizes me, I am going to save all of them, protect all of them, give them superconscious breakthrough. I am very clear on my mission. From December 2012, I am talking about it. I even announced this full 1 year I wanted to go for a Padayatra from Kanya. I would have really helped the humanity, whatever way, small way I can. Unfortunately, not only I was not allowed to do Padayatra, I was not even allowed to live in the humanity. I'm forced to withdraw, but I will continue to do my work. Paramashiva instructed me to build this conscious ship to protect people from falling into pandemic fatigue, getting destroyed in this pralaya. I am here with a clear message to protect, save, give superconscious breakthrough to anyone who is interested in recognizing me and listening to my words. Listen, I will repeat now. To all my disciples, please add more and more Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching. Enrich yourself with more and more Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching. From morning till night, more and more unclutching. Actually, if you start unclutching, you will learn the art of thinking will not overpower you. You will be unclutched and thinking will happen as per your will and order. Add more and more unclutching inside your life. And enrich as many people as possible and teach them unclutching. I tell you, every individual you teach unclutching now, you are going to save that person from pandemic fatigue, epidemic fatigue. You are going to save him from the mental breakdown, which is going to be inevitable otherwise. Understand? There are only from this pandemic fatigue. Please understand. I'm not talking about pandemic itself now. Pandemic itself is not going to kill many people. Corona, COVID-19 itself is not going to kill his life. It will be much worse than death. Destruction is much worse than death. Half of the humanity's livelihood is going to be affected, and I think it's already started getting affected. Whole humanity's lifestyle is going to be affected by this pandemic fatigue. The after effects of corona, COVID-19, is going to be too much. What is happening now is pralaya. The number of people it is going to kill, the COVID-19, the number of people it is going to kill may be less number, but the kind of people it is going to take away from us is going to be too much. And the kind of impact it is going to leave on humanity is going to be too much. I tell you, every individual who practices this unclutching will be saved. You practice and sincerely try to reach out every individual who will listen to you. Try. Don't even have the prejudice. He may not listen. Try as much as you can. Teach the science of unclutching. I am projecting the link for the discourses, methods of unclutching. Help every individual to unclutch. This meditation technique, I should say it's a Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Understand? I want all my disciples to understand the intensity and seriousness of this message. You will save getting destroyed just by teaching them simple unclutching. Don't even have the prejudice. Oh, he may not listen. He doesn't like Swamiji. He doesn't like spirituality. He may not listen. No, that may be pre-corona period. Now, the corona has taught too many lessons to people. Try to reach out to everything who starts practicing unclutching. You are saving that person literally from this pralaya. I want to focus. And I request all of you, my disciples, please focus. Let's reach out to 100 million people all over the world and educate them to practice unclutching, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Through this, we will stop people having mental breakdown, pandemic fatigue, collapsing, depression, destruction, and we will also give them superconscious breakthrough and revive the enlightened civilization. Understand? Unclutching, practicing completion, practicing oneness, practicing ajapa japa of Mahavagya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, consciously building deep feeling connection. Yoga, puja, vegetarian diet, nirahara samyama. Try to enrich people for every one of this great spiritual solution. It is time we are to protect people from pandemic fatigue and protect people from destruction. I give you a few minutes. Open this link and start sharing with as many people as possible. The link is projected in the screen. It is free, open for all. Let's take few minutes now and share with as many people as possible. Let's save the world. Give them the experience of unclutching Nirvikalpa Samadhi initiation. Save people from pandemic fatigue, epidemic fatigue, destruction, and save people from delusion, Maya matrix. Help people to have superconscious breakthrough and sail through this pralaya.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्।
This is just a handful of contributions which Swamiji has started in the year of 2020, especially for making superconscious breakthrough happen. During this time of Pralaya, Swamiji recently inaugurated 6 international organizations in order to organize and continue the services of Kailasa for every human being. These organizations were Satsang for world peace, conflict resolution, religious freedom, Red Om, relief work, hunger free, disaster relief, and medical and health aid, Green Om for environmental protection, Blue Om for animal rights, White Om for psychological health, spiritual counseling, up superconscious breakthrough, Yellow Om for Satvidya, yogic, Ayurvedic solutions, and medical care. To learn more about these initiatives, you can visit kailasa.org/global services. Swamiji beautifully narrated how Each of these organizations and their tremendous services to humankind started at a very young in his life. Let us now watch Swamiji himself explaining to us about them.
शंकरा शिवनागधारी महेश्वरा निर्मला शिव पावना कर्पूरी मन की भावना शंकरा शिवनागधारी महेश्वरा निर्मला शिव पावना कर्पूरी मन की भावना महिमा कैसे गाऊं कैसे मैं तुझको रिझाऊं ओढ़ कर मैं लिए चादर तेरे दर पे कैसे आऊं कैसे आऊं कैसे आऊं तेरे गल सर्पों की माला पीता है तू विष का प्याला भस्म का श्रृंगार भोले रूप तेरा है निराला शंकरा शिवनागधारी महेश्वरा निर्मला शिव पावना कर्पूरी मन की भावना कर दे कृपा लिख दे नाम मेरा तेरे भक्तों में तुझ में ही है रसधार जीवन की क्या लेना मुझे इन ताज तख्तों से भोलेनाथ नाथ दे साथ साथ मैं तेरे बिन हूँ अनाथ नाथ तू रख दे सर पे हाथ नाथ दे साथ साथ मैं तेरे बिन हूँ अनाथ नाथ तू रख दे सर पे हाथ हाथ शिवा शंकरा शिव पावना कर्पूरी मन की भावना तेरा कैलाशों पे डेरा मेरे मन में है अंधेरा कर कृपा बाबा मैं पाऊं आज पावन दरस तेरा दरस तेरा दरस तेरा शंकरा भोलेनाथ शंकरा रुद्रदेव है महेश्वरा
என்னப்பன் 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 அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை அளிக்கவா என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளிக்கவா எங்கும் நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் ஆனந்தம் தந்தவா எங்கும் நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் ஆனந்தம் தந்தவா என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளிக்கவா என்னப்ப நல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளிக்கவா எங்கும் நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் இந்த நாடு நல்ல நாடு நித்யானந்த ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோம்.
Over the last week, we have been witness to extremely shocking news of an explosion of ammonium nitrate happening in Beirut, Lebanon. 100 people died and 4,000 were killed, and hundreds of thousands more were devastated by the immense destruction that the explosion caused in the capital city of Lebanon. Just 1 week back, an Indian airplane crashed in Kozhikode. The pilots were killed and the rest 200 passengers were severely injured and traumatized. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism today, Swamiji, led the Moksha Deepam to liberate the souls who have died tragically and those who have been injured after this plane crash in Kozhikode and after the explosion that occurred in Beirut, Lebanon. Yesterday, Swamiji Linga is pure Spatika, crystal-like material, programmed to radiate the cosmic DNA, the supreme consciousness. The cosmos is ultimately formless, but to give a form of the universe, it is the Linga. The Atmalinga protects you and raises you to experience the higher consciousness levels and ultimately blesses you with the experience of Paramashivoham. The exact mold, Sri Yanteshwara, is what Swamiji declared in the Atmalinga of the whole Sri Kailasha. The exact size and divine design of the Linga is what given to all in Sri Kailasha in Vishesha Diksha. Sri Yanteshwara is the Atmalinga which Paramashiva himself gave to Adi Shankara to worship. Following that tradition of giving the Atmalinga for all of us in this day and age, Swamiji is giving us the Atmalinga and initiating us the worship of Paramashiva. Stay tuned for more information about the next Atmalinga process. In order to completely get involved and start actually and to the whole humanity, Swamiji gave us one instruction. Let's get involved with E-Kailasha. Swamiji declared, E-Kailasha is the message from Paramashiva for all of you, not only to sail through this pralaya, to have super consciousness breakthrough. What do I mean by the word Kailasha? E-Kailasha, the enlightenment ecosystem. literally enlightenment itself in your home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasha, it's okay. Kailasha can come to you. Kailasha is coming to you is e-Kailasha. Literally, the enlightenment, the power manifestation, Paramashiva, everything served to you without you even moving out of your couch. Not inspired in life, unable to overcome your laziness, boredom and tiredness, e-Kailasha is the solution. If you are inspired to get up early in the morning and do yoga, but laziness is more powerful than you, then your powerful cognitions are inspiration. Then we come to you to give proper customized spiritual service, helping you to complete with your laziness pattern. We can multiply the quantity and quality of your life. We can make you understand why your boredom is stronger than your inspiration or powerful cognitions. Sometimes the problem is as simple as too much of a gas in the stomach or undigested food in the stomach. What you need is haritaki powder, neem juice, and castor oil for 2-3 days. You are saved from destroying 8 to 10 years of your life. We can get you at least 40% of extra life back to you per month. If you are in the waking state for 100 hours, we can raise you easily into 150 hours, even 200 hours available of our e-services. Wherever you are, we can help you through our e-services, having you to identify your root pattern of suffering, teaching you why life negativity, why withdrawal from life, why self-doubt, self-hatred and self-denial, why so much of tiredness and laziness, supporting you from aligning your diet, attitude, aptitude, and understanding of your life. We can help you with everything. With the guided meditation sessions, learn the groundbreaking unclutching meditation technique and participate in the Akhanda Jnana Nirvikalpa Jnana Samadhi Yajna, the power manifestation initiations. We will make sure you manifest powers of Paramashiva. We won't stop with just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state, space, powers, and being of Paramashiva. Completion session to manifest your relationship and manifest beautiful new ones. Revitalize your health, manifest wealth from your system. We will give you a wake-up call during morning Brahma Muhurta, help you to detox your body through Haritaki, castor oil, neem juice, and give you a complete spiritual breakthrough. If you want to sign up as e-Kailashavasi, you can register now at kailasha.org/e-Kailasha. Now let us listen the divine vision revealed by Swamiji for e-Kailasha.
We need to stop Hindu Holocaust by making this anti-guru Hindus of Hindu gurus to keep the Hinduism alive and bring legitimacy to every aspect of Hinduism. Hinduism cannot be kept alive just by bringing political legitimacy. We need to bring spiritual legitimacy to Hinduism by demonstrating all the power manifestation sciences and studying them scientifically, systematically, doing researches and demonstrating it to the world, documenting it. can prove the very aura of a stone becomes different after the deity, the cosmic being, is made to manifest in that. Not just energy level, even the weight, the mass of the deity. If a deity, stone deity, weighs 1 ton, once the prana pratishtha is done, the cosmic being starts manifesting in that deity, I guarantee the weight will be more than 1 ton. We need to study, document all this scientifically and demonstrate it. I am going to do it and I will do it. Already I have done this through power manifestation science. Now I will do it more systematically. Like this, each level, same way. When I am just living in my Sahaja Samadhi, my physical body weight is different. When I am in Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Kala Bhairava or Ganapati or Shiva, the weights are different. Not just physical appearance and size, even the mass, the weight is different. I'll document all this and prove, not only for me, even for my disciples who are initiated and manifesting these powers. And I'll also prove the reproducibility of what I am demonstrating. Already I have done tons of work in this line, established tons of things, and I'll establish tons more. Only if all these are done, and whatever is done is documented and demonstrated, shown to the world, and whatever need to be documented should be documented and demonstrated to the world more systematically, scientifically, the way they can understand as per the binary logic and maths. They will understand. Maybe subjective, but definitive science. If you do the yogasanas on your own, the effect will be different. If you do the asanas along with that original mantra chanting, the effect will be higher. And if you do the same asanas along with the original mantra, incarnation for the modern day human body, the effect will be something extraordinary. Hundreds of times more and display it to the world more. That's it. For all this, I need a peaceful place where I can do all this research and demonstrate it to the world. That is why I created this Kailasa. I humbly request all Hindus, if you are feeling connected to what I am saying, if you want to be part of what I am doing, please sign up. Either to be sympathizer, Kailasa Visuvasi, or Kailasa Vasi, to be resident of Kailasa. You can sign up for both. You can even sign up for E-Kailasavasi at nithyanandahinduuniversity.org/daily satsang. Whoever signs up, once we start opening different branches of Kailasa, we will start accommodating you, training you. We are going to be having separate male monastery, female monastery, Gurukul for children, and Grihasthas, Adinams for householder community. So as per the Varna Ashrama Dharma, as per the Varnashana Ashrama, we are going to have multiple campuses dedicated for those purposes. Everything is evolving. So whoever is interested in what I am talking about, please sign up. Let us revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Let's revive Kailasa, the ancient, enlightened Hindu civilization. Kailasa is the ancient, enlightened Hindu civilization. Let's revive it. Varnashrama Dharma. First Gurukul, then the Hindu kingdom system, Panchayati, we can call it as Panchayati kingdom system, and Varnashrama Dharma, and ultimately the large, beautiful joint family system. So all these four, first Gurukul system, second Panchayati, Meenakshi Sundareshwara kingdom, Ramarajya, all these are one and the same. Meenakshi Sundareshwara Rajya system, and third Varnashrama Dharma, fourth the large joint family system, all the four.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
For this pralaya, Swamiji has guided us that we must infuse intense consciousness, peace inside you and into the whole world. That is the only thing we can do, especially now. The only thing all of us can do is bring more and more unclutching and more shanti, peace through unclutching. Unclutching is a space of complete restful awareness where you are not clutching to any thought, emotion. Most of us are prisoners of our past. We repeat the behaviors we are familiar with. This results in the feeling that life is repetitive and boring, that we never experience anything new. When we unclutch, each moment becomes fresh, exciting, and filled with possibility. When you are not transferring the stress and load created by one thought to other, brought and carrying that load constantly, we need to understand that usually we transfer the load and the stress we create by one thought to the other thought. When we are constantly transferring these emotions to the next thought, our inner space becomes insensitive, loaded with so much emotions. It naturally sinks into depression, restlessness, boredom, and all negative emotions. Unclutching is not connecting one thought and the other thought and carrying the same stress and emotions. When you unclutch, you stop carrying the stress and negative emotions from one thought to the other thought. And when you don't carry that stress, suffering, negativity, pressure, restlessness from one thought to the other thought, naturally you experience peace inside. Many of us may still have questions about unclutching. They may not yet think that this is the ultimate technique for them to run their lives. These people may think that they need thoughts or they need the mind to function in their lives. Let's now see what Swamiji says to that.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे.
The infrastructure which comes out of the ecstatic feeling which you are carrying without hurting yourself is what we call kshetra. Understand? Kshetra is not a city. Kshetra means the whole citizens, the whole group is in ecstasy, working out of ecstasy. That is why those great temples which are built are still standing. It creates kshetra. But if you are doing the same work of creating infrastructure, see the whole thing of human beings kept in the mood of unfulfillment and constantly they are taught you are not complete is a business done by the so-called visionaries of the society to drive these guys crazy to create bigger and bigger infrastructures. That's all. Don't you see the whole fun? Either you listen to the great truths of the masters who came out of the inner world and achieve the truth, or listen to the foolish visionaries who are constantly hurting themselves and filled with irritation and ego and power game and forced everybody to feel unfulfilled or dissatisfied so that they will be constantly running to work and create more and more bigger and bigger infrastructure with which they can satisfy or fulfill and show their ego as a strong. I'm breaking the whole pot. I'm breaking the whole truth. Understand? Complete. You are not full. You are not as you are supposed to be. And you are not total. These ideas are taught to you so that you will be constantly made to run, to create bigger and bigger infrastructures. Beautiful definition of kshetra. Kshetra took care. Never the leadership was given to a king who is egoistic and constantly mad after expansion of infrastructure. It was all policy decisions was always under an enlightened master, Rajaguru. All policy decisions was under Rajaguru, enlightened master, because he knows how to plan and he was constantly taking care. Only the fulfillment was expressing. Here, Mahadeva says, as you see many suns in water, from one sun, so see bondage and liberation. So many suns are seen in the water. When you look at the root, you will see only one sun. The source is one. Clearly understand, bondage and the liberation, both words are just relative. They are only relative. They are not ultimate truth. If you think you are in bondage, you need to be taught you are liberated. There is a beautiful example you need to understand. One guy who was standing in the corner of the room, facing the corner, two walls in front of him, corner, he is facing the corner. Suddenly he got into the idea, he is in prison, he is caught. He is hitting this wall, he is hitting that wall, I am bound, I am in prison, save me, God save me, oh Guru save me, oh this save me, oh that save me, release me, liberate me. Master, all he does is, from the behind, shouts, fool, turn. The moment he turns, suddenly he realizes, third side there was no wall. Third side, there was no wall. And he tries to escape. He tries to run. God, I am free, let me run and escape. Master says, fool, relax. You have never been in bondage. Why are you trying to escape? Run. Look around. Then he realizes, not only third side there was no meeting, in one corner, he himself voluntarily went and started fighting with that walls. Neither the walls bound him, nor they invited him. He went and started fighting with the walls and started thinking, believing he is bound. He is in bondage. Understand, bondage and liberation are relative. They are only two words, relative words. There are so many beautiful truths, revelations can happen in you when this idea awakens the non-mechanical parts of your brain. Understand, one more important example. I always love to tell this story, this example. You are always afraid of unclutching or remembering that you are liberated. You wanted a clear mental setup so that your moral standard and life standard, internal and external lives will be same, smooth, as you think, what you think as order. No. In Indian villages I have seen, they will catch these monkeys if they enter into the city and leave them back in the forest. They have to catch them without poisoning them. So they will keep a small pipe inside which their hands can go. They will keep that pipe, and the other side they will keep a small sweet. This monkey will put the hand in the pipe and catch that sweet. After it catches the sweet, it will try to take the hands out, it will not come out. It will try its best to take the hand out. This fool does not understand, if he lets go the sweet, hands will come out. He will not let go the sweet. He will not leave the sweet. He will be holding on to that sweet or that item, the fruit, and he will be trying to take the hand out. Net. And this fellow will be playing and pushing and pulling like this for hours. And that guy who put the net, the hunter, will slowly come and catch the monkey and put in the cage and take it away. We don't understand. Just if you leave the hand, your hands can just come out, come off. There is nobody who is binding. There is nobody who is putting you in bondage. Another one important story, wonderful story. I've seen in Indian forests, hunters catching birds. They'll catch the birds. There will be one small stick hanging in a rope. The stick will be very balanced, just like this. Equal, this side and that side, the same weight and length, the stick will be. Like, there will be rope like this tied, and the stick will be hanging. When birds come, they'll try to sit one side. The moment they sit one side, suddenly the stick will become topsy-turvy, upside down, because of one side weight. It will become just upside down. It will just become topsy-turvy. Understand, the moment the stick has become upside down, the bird which is holding will completely get imbalanced and shaken. Now this guy starts thinking, if I leave, I'll fall and break my head and die. If I let go the stick now, I'll fall and break my head and die. He will be just hanging, trying to flutter his wings, trying to shake, trying to move, trying to bring that stick to balance, trying to straighten that stick. No. Nothing will happen. Never it will happen. All our practice trying to create silence and balance through wealth, or peace and balance through some other practice, everything is equal to the trials and the things which this bird is trying to do. Fluttering the wing, balancing. The fluttering the wing can be having more cars and houses. Trying to balance the stick can be more like some japa or meditation or some spiritual practice, some techniques. Trying its best, nothing will happen. This guy will be hanging. Slowly, that hunter will come and catch the bird very slowly and put it in the cage and go. All you need to understand is you are never in bondage. You will never fall and die. Just let go. If the bird just opens, it can fly. It can just fly. The hunter is death. Till death comes, you are hanging, swinging, trying to balance the stick. All you are fluttering. You always think, if I let go and become so easy, I may die, means I may fall and break my head, means I may lose my wealth, I may lose my mind, I may lose my balanced life, I may lose this, I may lose that. No. There is no history anytime a bird falling and dying. Same way, there will never be a history. If you relax from all the things you are holding, you will lose your wealth or health or life or miss anything. You won't miss anything, whatever you have. At the most, when that bird lets go that stick, it takes 2-3 seconds for the bird to balance and start flying. At the most, you may need 2-3 months to balance and start flying. That 2-3 months, having the patience and balancing is what I call tapas. That is what I call tapas. Living enlightenment. Understand, we are all hanging. Just open up. Let go. Whatever you are holding in your mind as bondage, and whatever thought you think as bondage,
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. With the simple integrity with Swamiji, that we are here, open and available to receive the revelations of Paramashiva. Let's chant the Mahavakya initiated by Swamiji. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kailasa's ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, consulate generals, and all the supporters, Paramashivoganas, Paramashivoham, season 10 participants. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. First, let's offer our worship and ourselves to Paramashiva Ganapati, on this auspicious Ganesha Chaturthi Brahmotsavam, then enter into service.
Nithyanandam. On the auspicious 5th day of the Ganesha Chaturthi Brahmotsavam, Shri Mahaganapati Ananda Ganesha with 8 hands and 8 ayudhams is gracing in Sarvalankara, being on the Adhikara Nandi Vahana, Shri Mahaganapati and His Divine Holiness Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam Swamiji. Sadatmarupam sakaladibhutam amayinam sohamachintya bodham anadimadhyanta vihinamekam tamekadantam sharanam vrajamaha. Om Dhurasi dhurva dhurvantam dhurvatanyo osman dhurvatitam dhurvayam vayam dhurvamastvam devanam adhisastitamam papritamam juhtatamam vanhitamam devahutamam ahritamasi havirdhanandrigam hasvamakva armitrasya tvajakhusha prekshema bherma samviktha matvahi gumsisham. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Ananda Ganeshaya Namaha. Dhupamagrapayami. Om Muddipya Svajata Vedo Paghan Nirritim Mama Pashugishcha Mahyamavaha Jivanancha Disho Disha Mano Higumsi Jata Vedo Gamashwam Purushan Jagate Abhibhradagna Agahi Shriyama Paripataya. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Ananda Ganeshaya Namaha. Yekaharati Deepam Sandarishayami. Om Madhuvatartayate Madhuksharanti Sindhavaha Madhvirna Santvoshadhihi Madhunaktamutoshasi Madhumatparthivagam Rajaha Madhudyaurastuna Pita Madhumanno Vanaspatir Madhumagam Astu Suryaha Madhvirgavo Bhavantunaha Madhu Madhu Madhu. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Ananda Ganeshaya Namaha. Naivedyam Nivedayami. Om Natatra Suryo Bhati na Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoyam Agnihi Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Om Sarvasyapyai Sarvasyajityai Sarvameva Tena Apnoti Sarvanjayati. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Ananda Ganeshaya Namaha. Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Namaha. Sarvopachara Pujarthe Sarva Paradhakshamapanaarthe Samasta Mangala Praptyarthe Ananda Karpura Nirajanam Sandarishayami Rakshantharayami.
Your conscious intention is the principal manifestation, primary expression, core concept called you. Understand? If you are a concept, core of you is your conscious intention. You need to know the good news is your unconscious mood swings does not matter. That is why knowledge, jnana, about what is right conscious intention is given so much of importance in Hindu tradition. That is why in Hinduism, the ultimate is called Veda, not Divya. Listen. The word Veda means knowing, knowledge. Divya means sacred. Veda, knowledge is sacred. We never try to make sacred as knowledge. No. We make knowledge as sacred. That is why I am saying most beautiful, liberal religion is Hinduism. I am telling you, for anyone who has started thinking, analyzing, Hinduism is the religion for them. The other day, some of my disciples who are working for the Kailasa project, they asked me, who are our clients, who are our customer base, to whom we should focus our reach out, Swamiji. I said, anybody who started thinking. Hinduism is for them, they are for Hinduism. Because whether you talk about the cosmos, its principles, or planets, the principles in which planets exist, the being of the planets, doings of the planets, please understand, as your modern science teaches, planets are not like some dead mechanism just going round, round, round. It is all living energies. That is why Surya Siddhanta can clearly, precisely calculate and tell you whether the past astronomical incidents, miracles, mysteries happened, or the future which is going to happen, or even simple clerical predictions of the routine happenings like Amavasya, Purnima, eclipse, even those things, the precision with which they can calculate is extraordinary, because Surya Siddhanta recognizes each of these planets as living forces. Please understand. Everyone who abused me when I spoke about the Einstein's theory trolled me for what I was trying to explain for Einstein's theory. Now listen. Anything which science defines as matter is not completely matter. The continuity, the frequency of the continuity is more prevalent in that than the frequency of intensity. For example, this table. In this table, the frequency of the continuity is more prominent than the frequency of the intensity. That is why this table seems to exist for more longer in this shape. So we start believing this as a matter. Matter is not absolute matter. It is combination. In a way, I can use the word permutation, combination of certain frequency of intensity, energy, certain frequency of continuity, matter. All energies, whether gravitation force or electromagnetic force or weak nuclear force or strong nuclear force. Only these four forces are known to modern day science. But Vedic tradition knows more than 11 forces, including consciousness, Chit. So now listen. All these four forces are not just pure energies. There is a level of matter involved even in the energies. Understand? In the energies, the proportion of the intensity is more than the proportion of the continuity vibration. The continuity component is less, intensity component is more. Those experiences and expressions of the universe, you call it as force, where the vibration frequency of the continuity is more than the frequency of the intensity, you call them as matter. Understand? First of all, try to understand what I try to explain as matter and energy. In Hindu tradition, not only in Hindu tradition, in reality, both of them are centered on Chit, consciousness. The Chitabhasa Swadantram. When the consciousness starts manifesting itself with a more percentage of continuity, you call that as a matter. With more percentage of intensity, you call that as energy. Listen. The truth I wanted to share with you all, source of the matter and energy is consciousness. So Hindu tradition very clearly explains whether planets or you, both are centered in consciousness. Chidambara Paraveli, in the pure conscious Milky Way, is the source of you or the planets. Modern day psychology, Vedic psychology. Modern day medicine, Vedic medicine. Modern day physiology, Vedic physiology. Modern day cosmology, Vedic cosmology. The difference between this is only one thing. In Vedic tradition, everything is conscious centered. You are not biomechanism in Ayurveda, you are bioorganism. In modern day medicine, you are biomechanism. They don't involve the component of consciousness, whether to diagnose you or cure you or treat you or attend to your illness or support you in any form. End to end, conscious component is not accepted as the active part of their whole profession, end to end. In Ayurveda, end to end, consciousness plays a major role. I tell you, in Tiruvannamalai, we had a Ayurvedic doctor. His name is Narayana Swami Tata. I should say that he is a master of Siddha and Ayurvedic science, both. Actually, in a way, end of the day, it's all from same knowledge source. Fools are those who say Ayurveda and Siddha are different. I tell you, in India, the many indigenous medical traditions, medicinal traditions, pharmaceutical traditions evolved for last few thousand years. He is Narayana Swami Tata. He is my guru in introducing the science of Aushadha as per Hindu tradition. Understand? I had the great opportunity to be under the feet of many gurus. Studying Shaivism under the great Vidwan Panduranganar, the Enlightenment science and Siddha tradition at the feet of Isaki Swamigal. One beautiful thing I wanted to put it on record here before I move to the next subject. I want this to be on record. Listen. All my gurus, Annamalai Swamigal, who is disciple of Ramana Maharshi, and Isaki Swamigal. Isaki Swamigal had a direct initiation from Seshadri Swamigal, the predecessor to Ramana Maharshi. And of course, he had a very deep connection, involvement, deep devotion, reverence to Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi also. And his Isaki Swamigal's disciple, Kuppammal, who taught me the whole Shakta tradition, Vedanta tradition, and Yogi Yogananda Puri, who literally transformed my body into yogic body and gave me the whole knowledge and science of yoga. All of them, and the great Visiri Swamigal, Ram Surat Kumar, all of them had such amazing reverence for each other. See, it is not that they all just coexisted. They all were rooted in their sampradayas and high reverence for each others. Understand? Yogananda Puri will never compromise on authenticity of yoga, and his complete being centered on yoga, the belief system yoga itself can give you enlightenment. He will never compromise on that. But he had amazing respect, reverence for Annamalai Swamigal, who is absolute Vedanti. an amazing reverence for Ram Surat Kumar, who is an extreme, pure embodiment of devotion, bhakti. And the great enlightened being Isaki Swami are the embodiment of Sakta tradition, Kuppammal, Vibhudanandapuri. All of them had amazing reverence for each other. And I've always seen Panduranganar, who is a great Shaivite. Sivapujai Tavarada Siddhanta Bhushanam Sarabam enna சொல்லலாம். Such great person had amazing reverence, respect to all the other great beings, whether Malayuchi Maunaswami, Uchimalai Maunaswami. See the kind of the reverence all of them had about each other gave me amazing energy, strength, possibility to imbibe all the traditions. I am the tree strengthened by all their sincere hard work and honesty to their tradition. I really want to put this on record. I want to tell all the Hindus, I want to sincerely request, please follow your sampradaya intensely. You will never have anger, violence, wrong attitude towards other Hindu sampradayas, because all the Hindu sampradayas are ultimately enlightenment, moksha based. They claim exclusivity only for you not to get diverted, distracted, wasting your time, energy. Never the exclusivity claim is on the goal. All our Kandana Mandana, the Shaivites saying Shaivism is the ultimate, Shakta saying Shaktism is the ultimate, and Vaishnavites saying Vaishnavism is the ultimate. All this Kandana Mandana was more not to let you get diverted and waste time, but not the exclusivity on the goal itself. That is why I insist. All Hindus follow your sampradayas intensely. All my gurus, such juicy people. I have seen Panduranganar. See, Panduranganar lived in a place called Kirnathur in Thiruvannamalai. It is little away from main temple. Now the Thiruvannamalai has grown up to Kirnathur and even beyond Kirnathur. In those days, the Kirnathur used to be like a village outside Thiruvannamalai. Because after the Thiruvannamalai, there will be a lot of agriculture, field, farming, and then only you will reach Kirnathur in those days. Every day he will come by walk or in some two-wheeler. Some of his disciples, his students will pick him up and bring him to temple. I have seen whenever Tondai Mandala Adinam, Guru Mahasannidhanam comes to Thiruvannamalai, and camps in Tiruvannamalai. He will never, 230th Guru Maha Sannidhanam was ruling that time. So he will never miss bringing flowers and bilva for his puja. Same way, whenever Tiruchi Swami is from the Shakta Sampradaya, Vedanta Shakta Sampradaya, whenever he comes and stays, he will usually stay in Isanyamatam in Tiruvannamalai. Later on, he had built his own branch, Pavadakundramatam. Till then, he used to stay in Isanyamatam or Vayamatam, in the house, the mutt opposite to the house in which I was born and brought up. I have seen whether for Thondaimandaladina Sannidhanam or for Tiruchi Swami, the absolute sincerity with which Panduranganar will bring flowers and bilva leaf. Same way Kuppammal. How sincerely he will try to collect some flowers, fruits, and go and have darshan of Kundrakudi Adigalar, whoever, or Kribananda Variyar. An amazing friendliness and understanding existed among all of them, created a very conducive ambience for me to imbibe, internalize all these traditions. Let me come to the truth I was revealing, whether modern day psychology or Vedic psychology, modern day physiology, Vedic physiology, modern day medicine, Vedic medicine, modern Vedic tradition approaches everything as conscious centered. We say the planet combination of few forces. We are very clear. He is living independent intelligence called Sanishwara. Listen, even now, I clearly connected with him. After receiving his blessings, I am talking. Sanishwara is a living, conscious, independent intelligence. Brihaspati, Guru, is conscious, independent intelligence who is the master of Jupiter planet. The Western cosmology or astronomy considers Jupiter as a planet, maybe with little abilities, capabilities, kind of a logically analyzable, understandable combination of matter and forces together. But in reality, Guru, Lord of Jupiter, is independent intelligence. He can respond to your prayers. He can manifest what you want in your life. Hinduism, even for physical diagnosis, uses astrology. If you go to a real Ayurvedic doctor, you see, all Ayurvedic doctors who are rooted in original tradition, whether Ayurvedic doctor or Siddha doctor, the traditional, authentic, scripturally educated, empowered, entrained Siddha doctors or Ayurvedic doctors, they will basically know the Jyotisham, because Jyotisha is Anga, part of Ayurveda science. சித்த வைத்தியத்தில் சரம் பார்த்தலும் ஆயுர்வேதத்தில் ஜோதிஷம் பார்த்தலும் மருத்துவத்தின் அடிப்படையான சத்தியங்களுள் ஒன்று. In Siddha tradition, there is something called sarambarthal. Means, when you go to the doctor, what was the breathing pattern of the doctor and breathing pattern of you? It's a science. And what was the pattern of the planets? I should say grahas, because the word planets is a mokka. Graha is the living word. For a living being, you cannot use the word it. For a living being, you only can use the word with the reverence of life. Yadu pashita manya janmani subhasubam tasya karmanaha bhaktim vyajayati shastrametat tamasi dravyani deepa iva. Lagujatakam, sloka 3. This branch of science, the Hora Shastra, reveals the good and bad results earned as fruits of karmas done in past lives. Like a glowing lamp reveals the objects placed in darkness. Since this Shastra throws light, Jyotish, upon the karma in store for an individual to experience in his life, this Shastra is called Jyotish Shastra. All religious rituals of Hindus are guided by the lamp called Jyotish Shastra. All physical disease diagnosis is also guided by the Jyotish Shastra in Hindu tradition. If you go to a doctor, Ayurvedic doctor, Siddha doctor, he will first consult your horoscope and study your nadi and saram. Only then will start the treatment. Jyotish Shastra, also known as Vedic astrology, is the oldest of all sciences. Its history is traced back to the Vedas, whose rishis, by the expansion of their consciousness, which is the real Jyotish that lights up everything, were able to download, understand, reveal the science of Jyotish Shastra, Surya Siddhanta. Understand? if you start cognizing the element of consciousness in you, you will start respecting your swatantratva, ability to will and manifest, and you will start recognizing the same ability to will and manifest in planets, plants to planets. Then you will start developing reverence for life everywhere. Living with a tremendous love, reverence for life everywhere is only described by Isavasya Upanishad as Ishavashyamidagun sarvam. If you think you are just a matter, you will look at the whole world just as a matter. If you realize you are consciousness, then you will understand the whole thing which exists as consciousness. Ishavashyamidagun sarvam yatkincha jagatyan jagad tena tyaktena bunjitamakrudakasya sviddanam kurvannevega jijivishecha samaha evam dvayinanyate na karma lipyate. Listen, first Upanishad declares whatever exists is consciousness. Then they say, by not stealing, by renouncing, enjoy. Means, listen carefully, everyone's intention and the wealth they possess is married. Listen carefully. Listen. In Hindu tradition, the yajna, the sacred action you do to manifest the higher states, whether in wealth or health, or to have a child, anything you want to manifest, you can manifest through yajna. That sacred action, kriya, is considered to be the male, yajna purusha. And dana given, wealth given with yajna, that wealth dana is considered female, stri. When this male and female join together, the phala, result, child is born. So, the sacred kriya and the dana allotted, both are married together. They always stay together. The intention and the wealth dedicated to it, both are married. The economical chastity is too important for the result, phala, child to be born. Listen. This is one of the most important economic principles of Kailasa. Intention is married to the wealth forever. இஞ்சி வாங்க கொடுத்த பணத்தில் சுக்கு வாங்காதே. The money given to buy ginger, don't use it for dry ginger. That is economic chastity of Kailasa. That economic chastity evolves from this principle, the sacred action. It's basically sacred intention. Intention of the yajna. Listen, if a yajna is a purusha, yajna purusha, if the yajna is considered as yajna purusha, Sankalpa, intention, is the potency of Yajna Purusha. So the potency of Yajna Purusha, intention, and the dana given for that Yajna, both are married. The chastity, absolute exclusivity and chastity between these two is important for the result, phala, the child to be born. Phala, result, is the child which is to be born between the Yajna Purusha and Dana Stri. Dana is considered as Kanya, Stri. Yajna is considered as the Purusha. Sankalpa of the Yajna, Satya Sankalpa of the Yajna is the potency of Purusha. Only if there is a chastity between the dana given and the intention, the phala, child is born, result is manifested. This is one of the most important economic principle of Kailasa. Economic strategy of Kailasa. Economic chastity. Money allotted to a temple should be used only for temple, cannot be used for any other purposes or any other secular activities or any other religious activities. Listen. If a money is allotted to temple, that money cannot be taken and used for running a monastery. No. If a money is allotted, that means the donor intends this dana for a monastery, you can't use that money for running a temple. If the dana is intended for conducting certain celebrations, utsavas, rituals in temple, it cannot be used for any other utsavas, rituals, or any other unintended purposes. Intention and dana is married eternally in Hinduism. So all Hindu wealth should be handled only with the Hindu economy policies, not with secular or any other religions' economy policies. The secular economic policies has no right to enter into Hindu wealth or handling of the Hindu wealth. எங்கேயோ போகுது, சரி இப்படியே நிறுத்திப்போம். அங்கிட்டு இங்கிட்டு போனால் அடிப்பானுங்க, வலிக்கும் இல்லை, இங்கே நிறுத்திக்கலாம். At least in Kailasa, let us follow this principle of economic chastity. பொருளாதார கற்பு. செல்வ கற்பு சுதந்திரம். செல்வம் கற்போடு வாழ்வதற்கு அளிக்கப்படும் சுதந்திரம், செல்வம் கற்போடு வாழ்வதற்கு அளிக்கப்படும் உரிமை. Wealth intended for certain purpose should be used only for that purpose. Let me come back to the point I was trying to explain today. Satya Sankalpa, Purusha. Satya Sankalpa is the potency of Yanya Purusha. Understand? Your whole life is Yanya. Your Satya Sankalpa matters. The time you spend in planet Earth is dana you give. Your body is the greatest weapon you carry. The time you spend in moving your body, using your body, is the dana you do. Your time, your treasure, your talent, all this can manifest something extraordinary which you never even imagine if conscious intention is added and if you cognize the possibility and powers of conscious intention. I tell you, I give you this one example. At some time, if my stomach is doing a strike, all I'll do is, hey, I am Paramashiva. The stomach is Jataragni of Paramashiva. Paramashivagni. Let me just sit unclutched. Add the Maha Shabda. Sheva, 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 Sheva to this fire of Paramashivagni. That's it. In few minutes, I'll see that tamatama, some sound inside, the whole thing will settle down. Body will be completely fresh, alive, healed, active. The whole system, internal organ is healed. Understand? Even if you discover the power of conscious intention in small things like healing your headache, stomach pain, ability to sit in Batmasana for a long time, even in these small actions, if you discover the power of your intention, you will have so much confidence on your conscious capabilities, possibilities, and powers. That is all I am trying to inspire you today in this satsang. So whatever I said, the economic policies, all that is secondary. This is the primary focus. See, whenever I give satsangs, I put many things on record. Like today I put an important thing on record. The kind of a very beautiful relationship, coexistence, friendliness which was there between my various gurus helped me to assimilate all those sampradayas. This means I expect and request very cordial, loving, friendly coexistence in our Kailash also between the Vedanta teacher and yoga teacher, the teacher who teaches Sanskrit, the teacher who teaches integrity, authenticity, the teacher who teaches power manifestation. between all of you, the sweet, powerful coexistence is needed for a child to grow conflict-free and assimilate everything. If there is a conflict between Ma Advait and Ma Pranapriya, or the teachers who teach yoga, or Pujacharya, that directly impacts, destroys the child. The coexistence all of them, all my gurus had, gave me tremendous respect, confidence, energy, intensity, positive experience about the knowledge they are carrying and those personalities. That is too important for a child to grow and receive all the best things. The kind of the influence each of them had on me. If they tried to turn me against, even subtly against one guru, I would have lost that sampradaya. It is like a single parent, divorced parents, when the children come to them for the weekend custody, how they slowly poison. The mother poisons about the father and father poisons about the mother. How much the child will suffer because of these two poisons and poisonings. You will not know how much the child will suffer because of these two poisoning. Mother poisoning about father and father's side family, father poisoning about mother and mother's side family. The child will be broken. Not only heartbroken, even mentally broken. I had the great fortune of amazing, sweet coexistence of many of my gurus and acharyas. That gave me a great space for me to assimilate everything, enjoy everything, make myself rich in all the tradition. Not for pride or arrogance or ego, I am telling you. I am telling you the simple truth. Actually, I am glory of my gurus. I am just a statement expressing my gurus' glories. Me sitting, I am 42 now. Last 26 years, we have photos and videos of me sitting whole day in Batmasana and taking classes and jumping, whirling. This is glory of my yoga guru, Yogananda Puri, who prepared my body, and I am going to live at least 200 years just to glorify my yoga guru. His sincere hard work, just to glorify him. I am going to be using this body for 200 years, happily, healthily. Many people are passing the comments in social media. What, he is having some golden massage or gold leaf layered on his skin, body, pala pala shining. I'm giving you the secret. 3 things. Detox your internal organs with haritaki, triphala, castor oil, neem juice, arugambul juice. Listen, all this, I'm not even saying you should take all this every day. Even if you take once in 2 days, have few items one day. One day you can have triphala and castor oil. Second day you can have haritaki powder, and adimaduram. Third day you can have neem juice and arugambul juice. I don't know the English word for arugambul. It's a grass used for Ganapati puja, making juice out of it. One day you can have pure ghee and basmati rice. One day you can have very good Kanchipuram idli. That's a great medicine, I tell you. Kanchipuram idli with the right quantity of melagu. All that which is supposed to be added is the best medicine. In Hindu tradition, the food itself is taken such a way, it becomes medicine. Tasty medicine is food in Hindu tradition. Even neem juice. I've seen how my gurus will make me take neem juice. They will make the sesame seed balls, sesame seed and jaggery, and they'll make me just gulp the neem juice and take this sesame seed ball. And I'll be nicely enjoying the sesame seed ball. Only the sesame seed and jaggery, that taste will be in the tongue. I won't even remember I took neem juice. I'll be actually waiting to take neem juice because I will get the sesame seed balls as bonus. Taste medicine is diet in Hinduism, in Vedic tradition. Do all this detoxing, then you will see you are also pala, jilu, amuk, amal, dumal. I tell you, each of my gurus, they poured their life on me. The clarity with which I can grasp all the great spiritual principles and explain. That is because of my ability to unclutch, which is the pure gift from Annamalai Swamigal. It is just a simple gift from him. My ability to operate in Sagaja Samadhi, pace of Paramashiva, gift from Isaki Swamigal. All my Guru's glory is only my life. My ability to be in Ajapa Japa state. I can actually keep the Japamala whole night. Even if you think I am sleeping, the mala will be rolling in my hand continuously. That is the gift given to me by Yogi Ram Surat Kumar. He is the Ajapa Japa Purusha. He is actually the embodiment of Ajapa Japa. He gave me the gift of Ajapa Japa. I tell you, I put all this on record. And today also I put a very important point called economic chastity. How the intention is married to the dana. Dana Kanya, Yanya Purusha. How both of them are married. And how the Satya Sankalpa is the potency of Yanya Purusha. I made a clear law in Kailasa, the Reserve Bank of Kailasa, and there is going to be one more unit called Federal Reserve of Kailasa, and there is the Hindu World Trade Center. All these units, everything will be administered only by the sannyasis who took absolutely, they will live aparigraha, non-possessiveness, asteya, non-stealing, ahimsa, non-violence, satya, truth, brahmacharya, living like God. Only the sannyasis who took these vows in front of fire in Viraja Homa, they will be the Reserve Bank directors and governors in Kailas. This vows for sannyasis is not just spiritual and social, it will be legal. If they miss in these vows, they cannot be directors of Reserve Bank of Kailasa anymore. The first priority is going to be the Balasans, kids who joined my Gurukul as minors and grew up in Gurukul, became adults and stayed with the Sangha throughout and took sannyas. They will be the first class citizens of Kailasa. They will be called as crown princes and prince. Crown prince, crown princess. The next class will be kids who joined in Gurukul as minor, grew up, trained, evolved, but in between, due to their teenage or some reason, they missed some of the vows of sannyas. But decided to do prayaschitta and came back to their integrity. That class, those sannyas will be the second, next level. The third will be adults who joined the Sangha. When they came to the Sangha, they were adults. So they had training and took these vows and successful sannyas. They will be the third tier. So I am clearly categorizing who are going to be the directors of Reserve Bank of Kailasa, who are authorized to be the directors and members of Federal Reserve of Kailasa, the other units like Hindu World Trade Center, who are going to be administering the wealth donated to Kailasa, because intention and the dana, integrity to the intention and the dana need to be maintained. That is economic chastity. And in all these policies and processes, each country in which we are operating, those countries' laws are the first priority. Without violating those laws, following those laws, we need to keep the economic chastity and integrity, the intention of the donor. That is the way the whole Kailasa organizations externally in many countries and internally in Mahakailas is getting structured. I am just giving the Hindu principles and vision. The 6 international companies auditing, experience companies. There are 2 companies which is working for us as 100 years expertise in international auditing. So we have taken all their services for legally structuring this whole Reserve Bank of Kailasa and Federal Reserve of Kailasa and Treasury of Kailasa. Understand? Any nation, the important constituent of the nation is treasury. So here, the Hindu treasury comes with the Hindu principles of economy, especially this economic chastity. All these principles I share with these companies whom we hired their services, and they are structuring, working with various governments. In some countries, a non-profit organization. In some countries, for-profit organization. In some countries, the organization entity can be partially profit, partially for-profit, partially non-profit. So based on each country's laws, these entities and bodies are formed. Keeping that country's laws, rules, regulations as the first priority, and the Hindu vision, Hindu economic policies as the next priority, but without compromising on the economic chastity. I also made a rule. The government governing expenses cannot cross more than 1% of any donation received or money generated. The whole governance of Kailasa has to run within less than 1% of the whole economy, the whole GDP of Kailasa. Only then the sannyasis will retain their Brahminical lifestyle. Understand? In Kailasa, Varna, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra does not come by birth, jati, no. It comes by the quality of your lifestyle. Based on how you exist, how you choose to exist, based on that, you are given the title, whether you are a Brahmana or Vaishya or Kshatriya or Shudra. Not by birth, but by quality. And the sannyasis who are administering, who are the governors, who are directors of the Reserve Bank of Kailasa or Federal Reserve of Kailasa, is expected to have absolute aparigraha and asteya lifestyle, living with minimal things, the minimalistic lifestyle and non-stealing lifestyle. The elaborate 300-page economic policies and strategies are already evolved, which I will be revealing in a detailed way in Ganesh Chaturthi. All right. So with this, the essence of today's satsang is your conscious intention is you, the principal dimension of your core principle. So, strengthen your conscious intention towards the right goal of life. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, casting, living Shuddhatvai Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.